Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle, for those of you who are brand new around here, and I love to talk all about affordable living and intentional homemaking. And today on the channel, I am going to get to a very highly requested video, and that is a house tour of our 1913 Victorian home. I get asked to see the home all of the time. And here's the thing, with two toddlers in the house, sometimes getting everything in order to be able to do something like a house tour is a very, very lengthy request. But we have just finished all of our spring cleaning. The house is in tip-top shape. The kiddos are napping, and I thought it was a perfect time to get a house tour together for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So as you can see, our rhododendron is in full bloom. I love that thing so much. And as you walk up our front porch, we have our lovely front porch here. And if you were interested in seeing more of what this porch looks like, I will link the remake video, not remake, the makeover video that I did a couple of weeks ago. But starting off, here is our lovely door. I love this thing. I believe it is actually original to the house. And the screen pops in and out, so we have like a glass here for the winter time and a screen in the summer, which is perfect. And then in you walk, and this is your first view as you walk into the door. So turning around, here is our front door. We have a little bench here for shoes to be taken on and off, and then our little shoe baskets under the bench. This bench was a gift from my mom when we first moved in, and it has been here for the past 10 years now. Look at that gorgeous rhododendron through the window. Oh my gosh, it's so huge. It's so beautiful. I love it. And here is our fiddle leaf fig. I got this from Trader Joe's like 6 years ago, and she is going strong. I can't even be mad about it. She was so tiny when I got her, and now she's huge. Back on the wall there, we have crosses. All of these different crosses are places that me and my husband traveled to pick up. So you can see we have, this guy is from Haiti. We went to Haiti and did a missions trip together. That one is from Mexico on our honeymoon. That one is from Uganda. Some of these are from our wedding. That one was when we went to visit family in the Midwest. So all sorts of fun things there. This is sort of our welcome area, if you will. We have radiators all through the house because this house, again, was built in 1913, so we have original radiator heat throughout the house. I just have a simple scape on it that I put up for the springtime, a nice candle burning, and then this lovely drawing of Frank Sinatra my grandmom actually did when she was 15 years old. So it is an incredibly old photo, and I absolutely love it. Swing around. This is actually our coat closet. It's a little messy in there, so we'll keep the door shut for a minute. But I just absolutely adore our staircase. You can't get like details like this in newer homes anymore, and it's one of the things that I absolutely love about the little details of this home. It's so stunning. And then you kind of just head up our staircase to our second floor. I have I think it's called like a baluster bookcase or something like that. I grabbed this at Habitat for Humanity, and I think we paid like $60 for it, maybe $70, something along that line. It was a huge steal, but I will show you more up the steps in a moment. And then we're gonna swing around to the living room. I love this couch. We used to have those like incredibly fancier, like more aesthetically pleasing couches back in the day when we first bought this house. But as we've expanded as a family, we just wanted something that we could all like cuddle up on together. And this is so lovely. We've had a couple of Christmases now with this couch, and you can fit like 7-8 people on it. Everybody's opening Christmas presents. It is quite a fun and exciting space to be in. Actually, when our newest baby was born, me, the baby, and my husband all slept on this couch for the first 2 weeks, so that I did not have to climb all the way up to the 3rd floor regularly to go to bed, because our current master bedroom is on the 3rd floor. So this worked so nicely for that. Baby was in a little bassinet, and then my husband and I slept on the couch. It was just so comfortable and so lovely. And then this ottoman we grabbed 10 years ago when we first bought this house. Actually, oh my gosh, it was 11 years ago now. We've had this house for nearly 11 years. And we got this from Ashley Furniture. It was pretty inexpensive. I want to say like $200 at the time. But again, that was 11 years ago. One of my favorite pieces of this house is the stained glass window in the front. It is gorgeous. It was one of the there's so many little details in this house, but it was one of the things that sold me on this house. And then over here in the corner, I have my lovely little shelf situation. I think that it is so cute. I love the way I decorated it for spring. I might do a little something for it for this summer, but I don't really know if I'm going to do too much because I really have been enjoying the way it looks. And then I just have a little credenza table. And then there are 2 little baskets under here. It's where we keep our kids' toys so that they can play, but then the toys can be put away when we're done. And then over here is our TV. Now, over our TV for the longest time, I had like a swoop of family photos. And the issue was I put these up like when we first bought this house, and the TV, when we used to have our old couches, used to be in that corner actually. So the shelves used to go around the TV very beautifully. And then when we bought the new couch, the TV didn't fit in that corner anymore. So we moved it over here, and the TV had since been blocking half of the family photos. So I've been wanting to do something different with the wall above the TV. This is what I've got working with it so far. It is just this little painting that I grabbed at Goodwill a couple of weeks ago. It's a really gorgeous painting. I really don't think I'm going to keep it like this, but this is just what I'm working with at the moment. So I think that's lovely. And then moving into our dining space, one of the things that sold me on this house when we first bought it was how open the dining to the living room space felt. So it is definitely kind of like a closed off room sort of a house. Again, it was built in 1913, so open concept wasn't really a thing, but this sort of felt like open concept without being totally open concept. I mean, it really kind of is. So I really loved how these gorgeous pillars just led straight into the dining area. And then when you come in to the dining area, we have Bertha right here. Bertha is my houseplant from when I was a child. She is 30 years old and going strong. I did not even know that you could get a houseplant to live that long, but I'm not even kidding. She's been in our family for 30 years. I absolutely love her. My parents were going to give her up when they moved to Florida, and I was like, absolutely not. She's coming with me. So she hangs out there. She's got a place of honor in the house. And then we just have a couple of other houseplants, all of our spring decor out. I ran into the garden this morning and I grabbed some gorgeous florals to decorate to make the house a little bit more gussied up for this video. And I'm just loving all of our spring blooms outside. If you did not see my video last week, I sort of went through a bunch of the different things that are going on in our garden right now, so you can kind of see all of the fabulous florals that are there. And then I have my lovely artwork that I got from American Flat just a few weeks ago. I will link a video below of their beautiful artwork. They have some amazing things there. And then we have our Facebook Marketplace hutch here. She was free. I've talked about her in a couple of different videos now, but I just absolutely love it. And I love what I've been doing lately with having all the china and stuff at the top, and then having some of my favorite books on the bottom. It gives me some utility, but also some beauty kind of put all together. And then this is my son's sweet little high chair. I actually got this from Facebook Marketplace as well for $45. It has a really pretty print on, like, etched into the wood in the back, but we have this little kind of holder thing on it to keep him in place so he doesn't wiggle around. So you know, sometimes you need function over beauty. And next we are going to head into the kitchen. Okay, so whoa, big creak. That's the one thing I love about the older homes is they super duper creak. But walking into our lovely kitchen, kind of start off with this wall back here. Our kitchen is a good size, but it's a rectangle and kind of a thin rectangle at that. So it's kind of in two sections. When we bought this house, there was an eat-in table here, but we were like, it's right next to the dining room. We don't need two tables next to each other. So we put this buffet here instead. We got this at an antique store for $200, and I love it. It has functioned beautifully for the past decade. And we have our lovely shelves up here, which are still beautifully decorated for spring. I find this whole space to be so relaxing and serene. It gives me a little bit of extra counter space as well. I've been loving having my cookbooks right there. It has been super duper handy. And then I have some of my favorite herbs in the window, and these curtains I made myself. If you were interested in seeing how I did that, I will link that video below. And then kind of coming around to the other side, this is the other half of my kitchen. You see we have our massive refrigerator there, which actually was also a thrift find. We got this beauty at a Sears scratch and dent, and it was a third of the original price because right here, there's a scratch. Like, come on, guys. So we just, you know, cover her up with some little decorative towels. Nobody has to know, and she is beautiful. And then here is the old chimney structure right in the center of the kitchen. I love it. It was one of the things that spoke to me when we bought this house. I was like, man, this house has so much character, just like the window out in the living room. I loved that this had the old brick there. It looks so gorgeous. And then if you see any of my homemaking videos or any of the times that I'm cooking, this is exactly where I am standing and doing all of that lovely work. It is glorious. I really love this kitchen. She is tiny, but she is mighty, and she really does get the job done. We have our family calendar there with all of our important dates on it, which is super duper helpful. My mom, every single Christmas, she makes a family calendar with photos from the year prior. So always have some lovely family memories to look back on. And you can't, it's not in bloom right now. It just has the green leaves in the back, but that is our dogwood tree. So I love cooking meals here in the spring and seeing my beautiful pink tree in all of its blooming glory. It looks so stunning. So there she is, my friends. Oh, and that was an estate sale find for $5. It looks adorable, and it has worked so well since I put it there. Oh, and then I actually did want to show you, not that you guys probably care or whatever, like mind to know, but there's always this door in the background of a lot of my videos, and I'm like, they probably are wondering what the heck that is. It is just our powder bath. There she is in all of her glory. She's purple. There's really nothing too crazy about it, but I have loved this little space. She has done us well over the years. So now once we turn into the kitchen again, we have this door that I have wanted to replace forever. When we redid this kitchen, which was one of my very first YouTube videos that I ever made, and I will link that. I'm gonna link so many videos for you guys below, but I'll link it below. This was actually the original color of the trim and the cabinets, and we wanted to paint them white and blue, so we did that. But we never painted the door, thinking we were gonna change the door, and here we are like 4 years later. We've never actually done anything with the door. So she's a little, you know, doesn't match as much as everything else in the house, but it's fine. We're working with it. If I could find a door that has like windows here, that would be my dream. And then you open the door and head down into our basement family room. So down here, this is actually our outdoor kind of boot nook. So this is where we have like warmer coats when it is winter time, fun, that's my like gardening sun hat. We have the leash for the dog to get walked. That is my gathering basket for when I go outside to get flowers or vegetables or whatever, and all of our shoes. And then that is our back door. And here's my little setup that I have. Cute little decoration for a stairwell. And then we're gonna head down into the basement. So coming down into this basement, we have this gorgeous artwork that one of my friends did, and I love it. This is where our kids' bulk of their toys hang out. So this is their like kind of place where they can come down and play and not really worry about the mess, and it is fine. And they really love it down here. It's also really nice in the spring and summer because it is so cool down here compared to the rest of the house, which I appreciate. This is my old desk. I used to edit all of my YouTube videos on the computer there, but I have since gotten a laptop, so I don't come down here as much as I used to last year, but I still really love this space. I love having my desk there. This is our family TV. This is our family room couch. We got this at Ashley Furniture, like I want to say 2018 or 2019, somewhere in there. We redid this entire basement ourselves. It was icky when we first bought this house. And of course, I have a video all about that if you are interested. That was actually my very first YouTube video that I ever did, so I will link that below. But my husband did this beautiful wood wall. It's actually wood paneling. It's like nothing fake or like whatever. We got like wood beams and glued them, nailed them to the wall. It is held together nicely and hung up beautifully. And then this painting was done by my same friend who did the other painting. And I just love how cozy this space is. It is super comfortable. Like I said, we love to come down here to watch a family movie or just hang out, let the kids play, relax. It is a very cozy space. And then in this direction, we have this is our pantry here, which is crazy. It's kind of put together, but like, you know, and then we have just some storage in here. And then coming this way, we actually have our laundry room. I don't think I've ever showed the laundry room on my channel ever, but this is been completely redone by me and my husband as well. My husband made this sink from scratch. Like, we bought this piece of furniture. We bought this sink. This sink was a $30 Facebook Marketplace find. Like, I literally have no idea how my husband found that. It was in perfect condition. Nothing was wrong with it. It is a masterpiece. And he built this entire sink from scratch. And we have this gorgeous faucet that he let me pick out. And we splurged a little bit on the faucet because the sink was so cheap, and it is great for doing all sorts of laundry-esque things down here. My husband found this on Facebook Market for $30 as well. It was the inside wall of a closet, and he got it off of somebody. He cut it down to size. He like put a million things of shellac on it. Then he framed it out with this piece of wood here, as you can see, and made this gorgeous tabletop. Like he cut out a hole for the pipe and everything. Like, he is so meticulous. And then the tile that we got here, we got at Habitat for Humanity for $5. Guys, this was a budget reno that I did not even know my heart needed, but it was so wonderful. We got the washer and dryer on sale. Not like super duper cheap, but I believe it was a Memorial Day sale, so we needed them. Our old dryer broke, and we needed to replace the washer and dryer, so we just bit the bullet and did it, and it looks so gorgeous. And then we just finished it off by adding these shelves. Oh, and then he also there was drywall on this wall. He pulled it down, and he put together this. Actually, this was what was beneath the drywall. This lovely, like, skinny lap that has like this gorgeous style to it. That's just how the house was built. So he knew it would look perfect behind the drywall there. And then this fun little contraption, let me show you, just opens up like this. And then when I need to dry my clothes, there she is. I've got a nice little drying apparatus to do that. And when I'm all done, I close her up, boop-a-da, boop-bop, boop, And now she's not in my way anymore. How cool is that? I will link that below if you're interested in that product, because it was one of the coolest things that I have found when I was putting together this whole laundry room. And I just really love how this whole space looks and has come out. Oh, and we redid the floors too. The floors were not super cheap, but they weren't super expensive either. So, yep, there you go. There's the laundry room. All right, let's head upstairs. So heading up to our second floor, like I said, we have this gorgeous bookcase that I just absolutely adore. And then above it, this is actually the guest book from our wedding. We had like a travel themed wedding, so all of our friends and family signed that, and I have always loved that. And once you turn and head up the steps, you have our guest room. Now, for those of you who were original to this channel, you will know that this was our original master bedroom. She was a good size. She lived a good life for us. But once we had baby number 2, we knew we were going to want to move upstairs. So we left this bed behind. This was our original bed. And I love this bed. I've had this bed since I was 17, yes. And it has done us well, but it is a queen, and we wanted a king, but also because we are now on the 3rd floor, the ceiling like does that thing, you know what I mean? So the posts would not have gone upstairs. They wouldn't have fit. So she stayed down here, and when family comes to visit, or if we have a friend dog sitting for us or whatnot, they have a nice cozy space to like hang out and relaxed. And then that's my husband's record player set down there, and all of his guitars too. And then heading out into the hallway again, that is the stairwell to our master up that way. A gorgeous bookcase. And this is the office. So we have my husband's office kind of hanging out in here. At the time being, this room is flip-flopped so much. It was like my dressing room originally, then it became my office. Now we're using it as his office, but it also has some of my stuff in it. So it's just kind of an office space. But we have some thrifted pieces over here. Most of the artwork is thrifted. And then some bookcases, my sewing machine. I used to own a candle company, so these are sort of the leftovers that I have from that whole experience. One day I will sell them or use them all. And that's kind of it. It's not really anything crazy. And then the very last space that I've never actually shown on this channel is our main bathroom. She is actually a really great size. It's not like picking up that well on camera. There's a radiator in here because, you know, radiator heat. This fantastic cabinet came with the house, which has been perfect for storing all of the things. And then my husband built this beauty from scratch as well. We found this on Facebook Marketplace. We ordered the sink and the faucet and we loved it. It's great because it has the towel bar, and then we got the mirror which matches it absolutely perfectly on, oh, we got it at a yard sale for like $10. So everything just goes so nicely. This room we really have done very little with other than him making the sink. The paint was the color that it was. It already had the board and batten when we moved into the house. So we really loved everything about it when we bought it. So we pretty much have kept it the same all of these years. And then finally, the last room on our little tour is our bedroom. This is our lovely built-in bookcase that we have over here. And then it flips around. And here is our master bedroom. We did an entire makeover series last year, right before our second son was born, and documented this entire process. But there is his changing table right there. And then you have our nice king size bed, which is a godsend with 2 toddlers because more often than not, at least one of them ends up in bed with us. We have a trunk at the edge of our bed, 2 nightstands that we thrifted, these gorgeous skylights right over our bed that we can put down or up with the shades. It's lovely. I have my vanity, which I love. That is our wardrobe right there. And then if you flip around, you have our little couch, living room situation on this side, which is really nice and cozy for us to read to the kids. You have a nice little dresser over here. We keep a lot of like winter sweaters and stuff in there. And then swinging around to the other side of the room, that is our air conditioner, which you need when you live on a 3rd floor. My bike. My closet is in there. There's a nice walk-in closet space there. We have my get ready vanity. And then finally, this is our youngest nursery. I'd like to say my baby's nursery, but let's be honest, he's not a baby anymore. He's a full-blown 15-month-old toddler, but I still love having him super close. He doesn't always sleep through the night very well. And with us being on the 3rd floor, separate from the other bedrooms, I really like having him in our room still. There's his toys and his books. And yeah, here's a nice pan. Yeah. He just woke up from a nap, so he's helping me narrate this. But nice pan of the space. So that is everything for my house tour. I hope that you enjoyed kind of getting a visual, seeing everything. I did not show my son's room because A, he is napping, but B, I like to give him a little bit of privacy, so I really don't show his room on the channel very much. And that is my entire house. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys back next week for a brand new video. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, like I said, I'll see you next Sunday for a brand new video. Have a wonderful week, my friends. Bye.